It is our great honor and privilege to welcome all of you onto this event, which is organized by Organization for Food Safety Solutions and Awareness. This is the 13th national webinar organized by OPSA on the Head Nod Food Safety for Children. Today's webinar is organized in association with Sacred Heart CMI Public School, Tevara, and all webinars were jointly coordinated by different coordinators from the state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. We are moving to our formal beginning of National Webinar 13. I welcome Grandmaster Tirtha Vivek for the introductory remarks. Over to you, Tirtha.
Good evening, all. I'm Tirtha Vivi. I'm extremely happy to welcome all of you into the 13th National Webinar Series on the Head on Food Safety for Children. We kids are the future of our nation. We have to be healthy to make our nation strong. Today's webinar is on the topic food quality on growth and development of children. I'm extremely happy to welcome resource person for today's webinar, Dr. Johnny Francis from Medical Trust Hospital, Ernakulam. I also welcome teachers, students, and principals from Sacred Hearts Public School, Tevara. I welcome Ishida Paniker for the prayer song. Over to Ishida Paniker for the prayer song.
Good evening, everybody. I am Ishita, and today I'll be singing As the Deer Panted. As the deer panted for the water, so my soul longeth after thee. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. You're my friend, and you are my brother, even though you are a king. I love you more than any other, so much more than anything. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship thee. Thank you.
Today we have a most experienced pediatrician with us to provide insight on this topic. I'm very glad to welcome Dr. Johnny Vagel Francis, consultant pediatrist and neonatologist, Medical Trust Hospital, Cochin. He attained his MPBS, DCH, and MD from Government Medical College, Calicut, and completed PGPN from Boston University and won Best Paper Award for practicing pediatrician in Pedicon Kerala State Conference. And more than that, doctor has more than 20 years of experience in pediatrics and many publications in his credit. We are privileged to welcome you, doctor, into this session.
Okay, good evening, and thank you very much for that very kind introduction. It's indeed a pleasure and great honor for me to be part of this great webinar, which is the 13th webinar conducted by the OFFSA, 13th National Webinar Series on Food Safety for Children. So it's indeed a great initiative to improve the awareness of the children, and so that we can actually improve the diet and health of the children of our country. So thank you very much. Without much delay, I think I'll just go to my topic. So I will share my screen. I'm going to talk about these three things in the next 30 minutes. One is what is food quality? Why is it important for children's health and well-being? Secondly, what are the different types of food and food ingredients, and how do they affect their growth and development? And some of the ideal foods for each age group, and the risk and the consequence of eating bad food, as well as the advantages of eating a good food and how to eat a good food. And at the end, I will be giving some tips and strategies to make health to make healthy food choices and avoid food hazards like food poisoning. So, what is food? So, everybody knows about food, everybody eats food every day. So, we all need to eat and drink. So, food is anything that you eat or drink to get energy and nutrients for your body. Just like a car needs petrol to move on and to function, we need food and water, food and drinks to grow, to move, and to even to think and to stay healthy. So as we all know, there are five types of food. That's what we consume every day. The main food ingredients are: one is carbohydrate. They the carbohydrate gives you energy to do things. Examples of some carbohydrates include bread, rice, pasta, and fruits. And the other one is protein. Protein helps to build and repair your muscles, bones, skin, and other parts of your body. So if you want to build your muscles, yeah, definitely protein is the thing to go. But protein alone is not enough. You actually need all this combination of these various food products. Fats, they also give you energy and help to absorb some vitamin. The fat, as we all know, is butter, oil, cheese, and nuts contain lots of fat. We need vitamins, which uh, helps your body to work properly and prevent some diseases. Like fruits and vegetables contain lots of vitamins. We also need minerals, which helps to work properly and keep your bones and teeth strong, like milk, cheese, meat, and salt. Obviously, we all need water to stay hydrated and carry nutrients and waste in your body. So this is what basically the food is. So now, what is food quality? Food quality is the degree to which meets the nutritional, safety, and sensory needs of the consumer. So you need to have a good quality means you have adequate nutrition and it is free from dangers like poisoned or filthy or all this old food. All those things are not healthy. So if you have a good quality food means it means nutritional, safety, and sensory needs of the consumers. And children need a balanced diet. So what is meant by balance? Everybody talks about balanced diet. So balanced diet means you need to have a variety of food from the five food groups I mentioned, which are usually obtained from grains and cereals, vegetables and legumes, fruits, dairy and dairy alternatives, and meat alternatives. Food quality is important for children's health and well-being because it affects their growth, development, immunity, learning, and even their mood. So, poor food quality can lead to malnutrition, infections, chronic diseases, and chronic impairment. So, if you want to be smart, you have to eat smart. Eat smart means you have to identify and learn to eat good food. You have to avoid bad food. So, the next question: why we should eat? Why we should eat at all? Why don't we not? Can we stay without eating or drinking? Yeah, but no. But you need food to for all your functions. So the purpose of the food is to give your body the nutrients it needs to be healthy and happy. So if you want to be happy, you have to eat right. But not all foods are good for you. So that's very important to realize that some foods can make you sick or overweight if you eat too much of them. So you need to balance. You need a balanced diet. That means the diet which contains all the ingredients and you also need to know where to restrict the food. How to choose the good food. Different types of food have different amounts of nutrients. So some foods have more nutrients than the others. For example, if you use a candy and an apple, obviously apple has more minerals and good nutrition than a candy. Candy has lots of sugar, but it does not have minerals. So obviously there are food that you have to choose. Some foods are also things. Uh, Some food also have things that are not good for your body, such as too much sugar, salt, or fat. These foods are called junk food or bad food. So yes, so there are good and bad foods. The food that cause health issues are bad food. So basically, what is meant by bad food? Food that cause any health issues. So the disadvantage. So what are the bad? What are the food that cause health issues? The food that has got too many calories, high calories. So it does not have not enough nutrients for your health and well-being, and it's got less energy and stamina. So it does not give you stamina, but it just make you weaker and depressed and all that. A weaker immune system, and it also depresses your mood. So you get a worse mood and mental health with bad food, and high risk of obesity and chronic diseases, which bad food. So this is a simple way. So health issues. What are the major health issues related to bad food? So these are obesity. Obesity can cause problem like diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, and joint pain. So you don't want to be obese. You want to maintain your optimal weight and height. So for that you need proper diet. And the other thing is diabetes, where you have too much sugar in your blood, and it can also cause problems like blindness, kidney failure, nerve damage, and infection. So you don't want to get the diabetes. Also, some of the if you don't eat properly, you can also have heart disease like chest pain, heart attack, stroke, and high BP. And you can also have tooth decay if you don't eat right. So, what are the advantages of eating good food? So, if you eat good food, you get the nutrients, you have more energy, and you have a stronger immune system to fight off infections and diseases. And your mood is better, your mental health is better, and then you are ready to go. You're ready to do whatever you need to achieve. You need to achieve in your life. You can study well, you can perform well in your studies. All those things you can do by eating right. And the best part is you have a lower risk of obesity and chronic disease if you eat right. So then the question is, how do you decide? You eat, you're hungry, you eat. Just fill your stomach with something. No, it is not like that. You always need to choose what you eat. So that for that we have this food pyramid. Food pyramid is actually is a pictorial depiction of how you should choose the food. Because if you look at the tip, you use very low quantity of white rice, white bread, and white pasta, potato, etc., and soda and sweets. So this you need to use the least amount, and red meat and butter. These are the things that you use very less amount. Whereas you can have a little bit more of dairy, calcium, calcium supplementation, fish, and nuts and legumes. And you come down, you have more of you can have whole grain food, and then plant oils, corns, etc. And eat too much, you can become obese. If you eat less, you can become underweight. So you have to learn to eat properly. So this is sort of a eating habits, good eating habits. So what are the good benefits of good eating habits? Good eating habits are beneficial to child's growth and development. It's very important, growth and development, that you eat properly. And it's also important for the development of language, that you eat right. It's important your language development, your behavior, your alertness, your focus, your memory, all those things. So you also can now understand that people who eat well, they also they do well in their academics. So people who wants to achieve greater academic success, they should eat well. and they also get good scores, low risk of speech and language delays, and they get healthy body weight, this so-called body mass index, and then they got less risk of illness or disease, and so their digestive system will be better. So now we are coming to, there are few questions about food. What is by processed food, and what is by high quality and low quality food? So processed foods are food that have been changed a lot from their natural states. So the food that has been, converted with various processes to improve their taste and to improve their, storage time. So that's basically they add lots of sugar, salt, fat, or chemicals. But then, so that makes them last longer or look better. But these are not actually making the better food. So it's like your candy, chips, soda, cookies, cakes, instant noodles, they are all fast food. And these are all food that are, these are also called junk food because they have low quality and few nutrients. And what is by eating high quality food? Eating high quality food is very important for your growth and development. When you eat high quality food, you get all the nutrients you need to grow taller and stronger, and you feel happier and healthier. So reduce the use of processed food. You try to avoid using processed food. But when you eat low quality food, your weight, you may be underweight or you may be overweight. Overweight. Underweight means you weigh less than you should for your age and height. Overweight means you weigh more than you should for your age and height. Both can cause health problems like getting sick more often and having trouble breathing even. So how can you eat more high quality food and less low quality food? Here are some of the tips. Again, as I said, have a balanced diet, and then you eat a variety of food. Try to eat fresh food. Try to eat less packaged or canned food, like which has got lots of preservatives and additives, like your all this Coca-Cola or those that carbonated drinks are not good. Eat less fried or baked food that have lots of oil or butter, and eat less sweets or snacks that are also sugar. Basically, you drink more water, you eat with your family or friends and enjoy your food slowly, and listen to your body and stop eating when you're full. So always be aware of what you eat and aware of what your body needs. Don't eat for the sake of eating, or just don't eat once you, I mean, you have to stop eating once your stomach is full. So as there's a problem now that it's not a problem that everybody goes out for eating. So now more often in the post-COVID season and all, we're eating a lot from the takeaways. Now, when you go out for dine out, or you're planning for eating from outside, what are things that you have to be careful? You have to check the menu online before you go, and then you plan your dishes. You plan for good food. Avoid dishes that are fried or crispy or creamy, and have a healthy snack before you go. So have a healthy snack before you go. So that means you already, like a fruit or nuts or yogurt. So that means you are already half full, and then make sure you don't overeat. Drink water or unsweetened tea. Drink lots of water. Ask for a dressing, sauce, or gravy on the side, and use only small amount. Try to use small amount. And salad and soups are very good. Notice the colors. Enjoy the color and smell of your food. Thank the people who grew, prepared, and served your food. Use smaller plates so that will help you eat smaller portions. Chew thoroughly. That means you eat slowly and chew thoroughly. And avoid distress. So especially, turn off your TV. Don't eat in front of the TV, because then you are not aware of what is going through your plate, and then you are likely to overeat, and then that can lead to obesity and then related problems like diabetes, hypertension, I mentioned. So try to concentrate on what you are eating. So once you finish your eating, clean off your plates, and then you go watch TV if you want, but don't eat sitting in front of the TV. And then be aware of your body and its signals and hungers and fullness. Don't eat just because you are bored, but or you are stressed, or don't make it a habit. So always try to eat only when you are hungry, and then try to be half full when you eat. Don't try to overeat. So now, especially I was talking about, say, for example, if you are a person who like to eat from outside, dine out, or eat from hotels or something like that, then these are some of the kid-friendly junk food alternatives. Say, for example, French fries are not that good, so you can actually think baked fries, which is grilled in the oven and salted lightly. Don't use too salty French fries. And instead of ice cream, you can think of eating yogurt, sorbet, fresh fruit smoothies. And instead of fried chicken, use baked or grilled chicken. And donuts or pastries, you change with the English muffin, home baked goods with less sugar. Chocolate, instead of chocolate, you try Graham crackers, fig bars, vanilla wafers, fruit, and caramel dip. Potato chips, you replace with the baked vegetable chips or or for older children, or you can use nuts. Say, I mean, it's not so many of us must have gone to McDonald's. I know these are some of the McDonald's, Subway, KFC. These are all sort of places where you go. I mean, we cannot say don't go to this place. You obviously you can go, but always be aware of what is the health benefit of eating good food versus bad food. And if you are going to a McDonald's for breakfast, try to include whole grains, eggs, and lean meats like egg muffin and the egg white delight McMuffin or fruit and maple oatmeal. And so, if you choose properly, you can even go to these dino places or fast food places. Not all the foods are bad. I mean, there are good and bad foods. You should be aware, and you should be very conscious of choosing what you are eating from these places. For